Hey, good morning. I wanted to share 1 Peter 4:1. It says, "Therefore, since Christ suffered in his body, arm yourselves also with the same attitude. Because whoever suffers in the body is done with sin." I read that a couple days ago, and it interested me because I want to be done with sin. And so I've been reading this scripture for a couple days and just praying, like, what the heck does this even mean? The morning I had something happen where I'm like, oh, maybe that's what it means. So the part where it says, arm yourselves also with the same attitude. What kind of attitude? Christ suffered in his body. And so this morning I was thinking, man, how do we arm ourselves with that attitude? Like, just accepting that we're going to suffer in our bodies. And so as my morning went on, I started working, and there's an app that I use pretty regularly called OnSong. It has been something I've used for years, and over the years, as the app has increased in, success, they just keep asking for more and more money. And when I originally bought the app, it was $10. And then several years later, it was $30. And then they discontinued it on the phone I was using, and you had to upgrade to the other app, which is now $50. And so now where it's at is they let you download it, but you can't do anything with it unless you pay the $50 a year. It's a subscription-based thing. So I found myself getting super frustrated this morning because I'm running an old version, and I've spent a lot of money on this app, and if I want to upgrade, it's going to cost me $50 a year, and then who knows what it's going to cost in a year from now. So I was finding myself getting super angry and frustrated because it just the spirit of this world just is always asking for more and greedy, and you know how it goes. But anyway, so I was like finding myself going down that rabbit trail, and somehow, some way, I just realized, like, I'm suffering. And I had the thought, the scripture popped into my mind. It says to arm yourself with an attitude that you're going to suffer, especially when it comes to things of Christ. And so I thought, I'm suffering, and that's okay. And that simple realization kind of opened me up. Like, I don't know, it took all this frustration and anger and just kind of set it aside. And I thought, man, this is just how it is. I have to kind of deal with this. And I was talking to my wife about it, and she was saying, yeah, we're not supposed to allow like people or things to just walk on us or walk all over us. And it really made me think, like, we have to take on an attitude that we're going to suffer as we pursue Christ and things of Christ. And I can't really go into all the details, but that opened me up to a different way of thinking this morning. And now I'm finding myself in a whole different area of like thinking, where if I was just caught up in this anger and the pain, I would have been responding out of that all day long. And I've been problem solving and trying to figure out how to move past this and just kind of accept that this is just how it is. And what can I do to make it better and problem solve? And so, yeah, it's kind of a half-baked idea, I guess. But I just want to encourage you this morning, if you're struggling and suffering through something, maybe just take a minute and recognize, like, Christ has called us to suffer for him. How do I embrace it and move on and maybe problem solve? So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to not let my anger and the pain of being jerked around determine how I'm going to respond. So, yeah, take all that for what it is, and I hope that encourages you in some way to not respond to the rejection or the pain or the suffering that you're experiencing, but to move past it and rely on Jesus to lead you through it and lead you to new opportunities and new things. So, hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you next time.